Hello and welcome to the channel. Recently I've picked up a lot of new subscribers, so if you like videos like this one, make sure to like it so that I know, because my intention is to probably scale things like this back. Not as popular as my other content, and it's very time consuming. I've thought about what I could do with the code if I wanted to release it, just put it on GitHub, let other people take it over. I'm not sure yet. I could potentially go that route though, depending if enough people were interested. What I do want to do in this video though, in celebration of all the new subscribers and the activity on the channel, is quickly go through this, just a quick update. I don't want to leave this series hanging. We can probably end it here. I think I'm good with that anyway, because it's very time consuming, and as you can see in my most recent prompts, I've just been spending a lot of time troubleshooting. I would probably say 75% of my time vibe coding has been fixing things, and some things I had to manually query and fix. But anyway, here's the updates. This is where we're at. This is the current state. CyberOS was pretty much just a placeholder for whatever the Linux simulated experience, whatever I was going to name it. CyberOS worked for now. As you can see, I changed some things. Cosmetically, I don't really like how this looks, but I added the terms and conditions and privacy statement. Just some things that the user can click on. Acknowledge you're not going to do unethical things that you learned from this game. It helped me get around some prompts too. So begin your installation. You're going to create your username. I really went for levels 1 through 5 in this game to be quick and easy. I didn't want it to slow down progression, but also because, and more importantly, I had to do a lot of testing. And as I would do testing, I would uncover many issues. I also added this little slogan at the bottom, kind of like what Kali Linux does with the quieter you are, the more you can hear. In the noise, find the signal. Okay, back to the point though. I wanted the user to get through levels 1 through 5 as kind of the whole thing would be more of just a learning experience. We have the tutorial. It kicks off with, you've logged into your operating system. Maybe you're new to Linux, you've got your command line down here. You can very easily, and for testing purposes, this made it very easy for me to get through. You can copy, paste, hit enter. I know not everybody's gonna like that. Scan your access points. We want to jump onto this underground network. Scan and paste it. Let's jump onto this underground network. We've hit an access point. Now we're on this network. Immediately we get an email. I had a delay to the email that I had to get rid of, because when you're testing and things are slow, it's very frustrating. We'll jump into our first email. I wanted to build this out more, but I have gone down other paths, other things that were more important that I wanted to demonstrate before I ended this project. So we're on this network feed. We got invited to this forum. We can maximize, minimize it, send it, we can go to our mission board and hey, we've got some things here. We could start learning Linux. We could start learning some scripting. There's some red team stuff in here, blue team stuff. And as you do these quests or these missions, you start to build skill points, which are going to take you down a particular path. And you can change it at any time. That was the vision. I didn't get there. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm just constrained on my time to keep going with it probably right now. Hello terminal. So it gives us our first mission. We can jump in this one. We can take any mission. Actually, we can go back to the mission board. I can take any of them. I'm just going to walk through this one first. I'm going to accept the contract. We see how much cryptocurrency it gives, how much XP, implemented, all of that. I've tested it. It was at least working in testing. We go to our active mission. Again, I made this easy. I know I keep saying that, but I know some people are not going to like the fact that I can just throw that in and run it, and it's going to do the work for me. And I've completed my first mission. And that was just learning some Linux commands. Go back to the mission board. Okay, we've got lost note. Locate and extract some hidden intel. We can see our progress from the last quest. We can also see in our crypto wallet, we've got that balance. Let's just jump in and do this one real quick. Go back to our active mission. You can see it walks you through the steps, but I'm gonna do it the easy way. Copy, run it, hit enter. Grab the notes. We've got some of the progress done. Now we need to find, we're gonna grep out that command, run it. Boom. Second mission done. We're level 2. So, to be concise and quick on this video, that was a lot of work, actually. It's been weeks to get that to populate correctly, and again, I'm still only using local storage. My vision was to get to a point where I ported this to Electron and actually used a back end to it. It's just very, very time consuming. I really put a lot of time into my Linux commands. We can cat welcome text. As you've seen, we can grep out things. It's pretty cool. I added no editor. Let's just do nano s2.txt. I mean, this was a lot of work, a lot of bug fixing. This is an example. We can Control X, save it, hit enter, exit out. Yeah, S2. The file system, it's there. We can navigate around. Notes, I didn't, how I was using this earlier is I was going to the missions and then I was putting in some of the mission information and then doing them the long way. Kind of moved on from that. We've got our GUI, our Wi-Fi. We can disconnect, reconnect, try to connect to a different one. I set up to install a bunch of, or simulate a bunch of Kali Linux tools, Parrot OS tools, things you would use in penetration testing. It's a lot of work. Nmap, it's a lot of work. But I started it. There's a lot of files. I'm pretty happy with the progress. Like, there's some good things here. A lot of learning for me personally as well. I can go in and I can replay the tutorial or reset the progress, which I'm not going to do right now. What else did I want to show? Browser. Oh, system. I want to be able to upgrade the system. So I intentionally was building into this, or the plan was to build into this, things that other games have where you're incentivized to upgrade your system, because your system is your player, really. If the resources on your system, if you don't have the resources, you're not going to be able to do certain things. You're not going to be able to run certain tools. Again, it's a lot of work, and there's one more thing I wanted to really do. I wanted to be able to almost RDP into a Windows system too, and be able to, if you've seen my Try Hack Me videos recently, I started into Windows privilege escalation. I'm like, how cool would that be to simulate that experience? With the time that I put into getting Linux working, I just know it's just a lot of work, and somebody else might have that passion. I unfortunately have a lot of other things going on, and these aren't the most popular videos, at least for me. So I think I got pretty far. I like where this is right now. Maybe passively I'll do some things here and there, but it's a time sink. I don't let Claude run unattended. I babysit it, and it was a lot more time consuming than I thought, and a lot more troubleshooting had to go into it than I was prepared for. That I'm just not sure that's the best use of my time with finishing school and some other things right now. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I have picked up a lot of new subs lately, so maybe a lot of people who have come to the channel actually do like this content and wanted to see more of it. It doesn't take much to vibe code other things and then just share that code on GitHub and let other people take those projects. So I have considered it. This one is deep, and I figured as I was doing the Pentest Plus, as I got into building and simulating the tools, it would help me learn them better. And I might still do some of that just to help me learn some of the flags with some of the tools, because I think that is a good value proposition from this, but I can also take practice tests and learn that way. That's kind of the trade-off. Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoy this, if it is something I should share, throw it on a GitHub, let other people take it over. I'm interested to hear what others would think, but that's the update. It's working. We can clear the terminal here. And we can look at our skills. And I was building this into, because this would also, I wanted the missions to start to cater to your play style. And I was kind of thinking, going back and forth with how to implement that, which is the good thing about doing this. The bad part is you're not writing the code, right? And AI is running away, and I've had to fix a lot of the code. I had files that were just ridiculous sizes, and I had to go and refactor that, fix how it was building it, and it was a good learning experience. So I appreciated it. It was worth it in the end. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.